Hey everybody, it's Joe Chaffee, and I am actually standing in the back of the Hurricane Hunter plane here at MacArthur Airport. And the gentleman in the black jacket right here is Craig Allen of WCBS Radio. He's been there a few days. Right, Craig? And also on PIX 11, who I occasionally sub in for when the poor man needs a day off.
And you
All
will
right,
be there.
so we're going to take you forward here. I want to just show you what we got. You've got where the crew, actually, if they're taking more than just the standard 5 people, if there are extra people on board, that's the seating. And notice there are no seat backs or tray tables. It's a really basic, bare bones inside of an Air Force aircraft. Here's the outside view. And actually, when I show you the full view of the plane, sometimes you kind of wonder how they get these things off the ground. But we're going to go up to the front of the plane, see if we can get somebody to explain. Somebody will be explaining what this contraption is. Okay, see it right there. So that's the drop zone.
Okay. No.
And we have our Air Force guys here, the brave men who go up into these hurricanes. Hey guys, could you just explain how the drop zone works?
All right, so the drop zone, we release it while we're in the hurricane, flying at 10,000 feet. We release it through this tube right here, and it'll shoot it out the bottom of the airplane. And as it's falling, it's collecting all the atmospheric data, the temperature, the pressure, wind speed, wind direction, and it beams it back to my pallet here in real time as it's falling. So I get all the information that is collecting in real time here. I can have 4 of them transmitting all at the same time. Once it hits the water, it'll cut out because electronics and water don't work well together, and I'll work it up and make sure it's all correct and transmit it to the weather officer that sits here.
And you guys flew into Hurricane Patricia back,
Yes.
was it 2 years ago now?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and I mean, you were pulling back numbers that must have just they were mind-blowing in terms of, what we see usually here in the Atlantic and the East Pacific Basin.
It was a very strong storm, yes.
So you've seen 200 knot winds and so on. And so how is that flying in that?
It really doesn't differ that much from flying in any other of the storms that we fly through. It just puts the airplane just in more of a crab than it normally is, just for the stronger winds.
There are pockets. You guys always try to find pockets where, you can fly with a reasonable amount of turbulence. I guess that's the best way to put it. Or do you just kind of, you're going to be going around and sampling stuff from all around the storm, but you try to settle in one decent spot for a little while?
We just generally plow through.
Plow right through?
And try to avoid the worst of it, but you can't always do that. So.
Right. Any particular storms stand out as far as giving you a rougher time than others?
Only the strongest one I went through wasn't on the East Coast or in the Caribbean or anything. It was on the Pacific, so that was a 200 plus knot, and that was bumping us around pretty good. Things were flying around up front. So.
Do sometimes when they're in the development stage, it can get pretty rough. I mean, it doesn't necessarily. You could be in 100 knot or 105 knot, but if it's on its way to, if you catch it at the point where it's in a rapid deepening process, that can be tenuous a bit.
A lot of times it's not the intensity or the strength of the storm, but it's whether, like you said, it's rapidly intensifying or rapidly decaying, that you get a lot of the different types of turbulence that'll affect you. So.
Great. Guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and so does my audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to give you guys a group view of the cockpit, and we'll take a look at that. There we are. The guys sit up here and do their thing, and I'll take you outside. And you see what the actual plane looks like. Just gonna see there's a lot of media and school tours that are here. But there you have it, folks. This is the Air Force reconnaissance aircraft that goes up into hurricanes, and of course hurricane season begins in the Pacific in a week, and it starts in the Atlantic in 3 weeks and 2 days. And of course you can get all the latest. I'll be covering the tropics as I usually do right here on my YouTube channel, and of course on my Facebook page, meteorologistjoechaffee.com, and on the website too, meteorologist Joe Chaffee. And by the way, go to hurricanes.gov. You can find out these guys are going all around the country as part of, let's call it a promotional tour, but to bring awareness of the upcoming hurricane season. And you can come out and take a look for yourself at what these Hurricane Hunter planes look like. Oh, not at all. Just check on hurricanes.gov and see if they're coming to your particular city, and take the time out to come out and see. It's really very, very interesting, and the kids will really love it too. All right, everybody, have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.